Hello, everybody. Welcome to this session. This is a pre-training session in preparation for the webinar or the actual workshop that we will be having together on May 7th, 8th, and 9th. And the webinar or the workshop is going to be about reinventing your career in 3 days. This is actually the first live also that I'm doing in this account. This is a new account, so welcome everybody who is new in this account, just as I am. Um, I've been doing coaching for the past 10 years, but I'm really new in social media. So I'm really happy to be here with you, not only for this pre-training, but also this is a vehicle to do what I do, to help you boost your career, to help you see beyond where you are, professionally speaking. So I'm really super happy to have this opportunity to have this first live in this occasion of this pre-training for this workshop that we have in the coming weeks. So for those of you who are going to be connected either on YouTube or LinkedIn or Instagram, you're welcome to ask your questions throughout the session. Otherwise, if you're watching this on later online, you can also ask your questions on the comments or anything, or you can actually send me a direct message if you want to share something that you don't want to be put there out there on public. Okay, so today is about what's holding you back. What are the limiting beliefs that maybe you're not even aware of them, but that they are blocking your professional objectives. They are blocking you from even dreaming beyond where you are. And the idea of our workshop, How to Reinvent Your Career, is to actually create possibilities. So you start creating possibilities by putting a light on the things that are preventing you from that. So that is the whole point of this pre-training. What's holding you back? The idea is to start thinking about your current situation, okay? And actually, for those of you who have already registered for the workshop, you have received also the workbook that was sent via email and in the WhatsApp group. But for those of you who are watching this and you are not registered, then you should be registering for the workshop. Otherwise, I will be basing my questions and this session on this the content in this workbook. Well, the first thing to think of when you are reinventing your career is to start by where you are right now. And actually, in career coaching, this is how it works. You have to start thinking from where you are, because this is the starting point. And then you can project into the future and start thinking of where would you like to be? Where would you like to go? And sometimes for some people, this vision is not super clear. And actually, that's most of the time, that's the problem, is that not having that clarity of where you want to go, it makes it difficult to actually build something. So instead of forcing this vision right now, for those of you who do not have clarity, if you do have that clarity already, then jackpot, it's even better because you know where you want to go. But if it's not the case, it's not a problem. You can start right exactly where you are, which is the starting point. And here, the first question to ask yourself should be, what is it about my current situation that I don't like? I don't enjoy it. I don't feel like I'm really in the right place right now. Even if you're not super clear about what you need to change, but you can start by shining a light on the things that you don't like, where you don't feel that is a natural position for you, or that is not a fair position to you, or that is just simply not a pleasant position for you. That is the starting point, and that is the first thing to identify. What is it that I don't like about my current situation? Then again, if you're working with the workbook, go ahead and start writing your answers. If you're just watching this video, think about it, okay? And ask yourself this question, because most of the time we are in sort of like an automatic mode and we don't think about these things. And this is exactly, it's like we are in denial. When we don't see what we don't see, we cannot do something, or we cannot do anything about it, right? But from the moment you start putting a light on it and shining a light on that problem, you get to see things that you can resolve later. There is an action that you can take. Now, once you have identified this thing that you don't like, or this thing that, yeah, you know what, this is something about my career that is definitely not in the right place, Then the next question to ask yourself, and here is when we start challenging the limiting beliefs. Ask yourself the question, do I have the ability to change this? Do I have the ability to change this? When you ask yourself this question, and this applies not only for career subjects, actually it applies for anything in life. Whenever you ask yourself the question, do I have the ability to change something? You are recurring to some resources, internal resources, actually resources that are in your subconscious mind that allow you to see something new or see something different. Again, we are bringing light here, okay? Not only to the things that you don't like, but also to the abilities that you do have that can start creating the change. So next question, do I have the ability to change this? Now, what happens usually when we ask this question is that when we're super close to other possibilities, it's like, I don't see anything beyond this situation. That is a difficult question. Try this, try it for yourself and say, okay, do I have the ability to change this? If you're in complete denial or you're not seeing any possibilities, most of the time you're going to say no, otherwise I would have changed it. Stop right there. Stop right there, because we are creating flexibility. We are creating something new. And in order to create something new, we have to start challenging our thoughts as well. So if you have the reflex of saying, no, I don't have the ability to do this, then stop it and challenge it and ask yourself, okay, how could I do it? How could I make it happen? How? Yes. How? Yes, I can change it. How? Yes, I do have the ability to do something about it. Maybe not change it completely, but at least to do something about it. That's the thing, and that's the idea. All right? For some people, you will say, yeah, I do have the ability, but I haven't really made any decision. Then perfect. Then ask yourself the question. So what is next for me? What is the next action that I can make or that I can take, the next decision that I can take in order to get something happen, in order to get things moving? That's the thing. So beyond the questions on this workbook, my message for you today is to start challenging what you think you know. Start challenging your status quo. Start challenging your current situation, because I can promise you something. What you're living today is only a reflection of the reality that you've been creating for yourself. And that reality had been created, it exists thanks, or I would say is because of, or thanks to the ideas that you have in your mind, and thanks to the dreams that you had before, but also because of the limiting beliefs that you had. Okay, so everything that you have materialized in your life is something that you created first. So in order to change this current situation, you have to really open up that space of possibilities, and that also starts here in your mind. And this type of question is what will help you create that flexibility and start just simply looking at the little things that you could change, or just simply asking yourself the question, never thought about it, but maybe I do have the ability to change something around here. Okay, my main message here would be, always try to put yourself in this thinking mode. Whenever you ask yourself something related to how can I move forward to a situation, a different situation, how can I change my current situation, how can I change a career, and you have no idea, or especially when the thought that comes is, I don't know, or there's nothing I can do, then try to switch to how yes. How yes, I can do it. How yes, it is possible. How yes, there is a way. If you start building this thinking mode, it's actually mindset what we're working here, okay? If you start building that mindset and changing that mindset, this is where you will start seeing different results, because you will start changing your perception of things. Again, this applies to every aspects in life. When you start changing your perception about certain aspects of your life and you start creating that flexibility, is when you will see the things start to happen. So think, yes, how can I change this? Yes, how can this happen? And you will see how you will create space for possibilities. So this is, I didn't say this before, but these pre-training lives are very short. It's just the idea is to get you to warm up a little bit and to get ready to start working on your mindset to get ready for this workshop that we will have in a couple of weeks. But not only for that, as I told you before, this account, this Instagram account, LinkedIn account, and YouTube account that you are connected to when you're watching this video, the whole purpose or the whole intention of these accounts and my presence here is to help you create possibilities and to boost your career. So this is only the beginning. But if you welcome this type of exercises and this type of question, what is holding me back? You shine a light to the problem. You're going to start creating that flexibility that will allow you to create possibilities in the future. So stay tuned for more postings, videos, and information, because there's going to be more things coming in preparation for the workshop, How to Reinvent Your Career in 3 Days, that is happening on May 7th, 8th, and 9th. If you haven't registered for it, go ahead. It's not too late for that, or the opposite, and bring people over, because there's a lot of things, great information on how to analyze markets, how to analyze your profile, how to boost your profile to become more competitive for the future workplace that is already changing right now and is presenting a lot of challenges. But you do have what it takes to turn things around, and especially to be competitive and to ensure your continuity in the market. So stay tuned, stay with me in this account, register for the workshop. I'll be seeing you there. And if you do have any questions, if you're watching this later, if you're watching this maybe 3 days before this or after this, it's not a problem. Send me a message or write in the comments, because I'll be happy to answer your questions in that moment. So thank you very much. Good evening, everybody, and good day for those of you who are on the other side of the Atlantic. Big kiss, and I'll be seeing you soon.